Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Boy.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the After Hours show. This is our 49th episode. I'm your host, Carlos Silva, talking with you from South Florida, and I'll be joined by my wonderful buddies. First of all, let me bring the one from Kentucky, the one that you know as...
That's a gross sound effect.
And yes, it is our friend Collin Kendall.
Hello. Carlos, you're a little slow on the draw tonight on that first one.
And all the way from the magic place,
It's a kind of magic.
it's our friend, our buddy, Jason Canapp.
Magic. So good to be here. Carla's got new toys. It's going to be
I'm
an
sorry if
interesting
this is your
evening.
first time joining us.
There has been singing already. There has been whistling.
Buddies, let's talk Disney. You know, it is amazing. We're doing for the first time. We're doing in a simple mode here. We don't have a lot of
Simpler.
yeah, and it's so much easier, so much fun.
I thought he was going to say, for the first time, we're going to do it in Portuguese.
Yes.
Here we go. I'll give it my best shot.
Actually, Kelly just posted something in Português. Somos melhores amigos de Miami. Estamos começando a aprender português. Okay, well.
Come again?
What, you're going to translate it for us or what? You're going to just let it hang out
No,
there?
she's saying that she's starting to speak Portuguese. That's good. And
great.
they're good friends of Miami.
The only things I know in Portuguese are probably things I shouldn't know in Portuguese.
But buddies, we look 1 year older, and we had
Thanks.
Speak for yourself.
and we had an amazing anniversary celebration last week. I think people loved that. It was always, for me, it's pretty intense when you have guests and you have many screens. But I loved the show. It was amazing, and I think people loved it too. And one thing that I have to do is that we cannot forget to start our hello. It's our hello time. It's Jason's dancing time.
That's usually what happens here. It's
Yes.
better than his karaoke time, so we'll give him that much.
Let's start saying hello to our friends, Colin.
Yeah,
Who's
let's
there?
do it. Welcome in Joe Logan, Carrie Krieger, good to see you. Walt Ford, better known as our friend across the pond. Joe Logan, good to see you. Wendy Seeger, Michael Riley, full house. It's starting early. Jason, who do you see there?
I see Caleb and Carrie, and I see Claire. Of course, Claire. Can't have After Hours without Claire. And Mark Williams, good to see you. Of course, we talked about Kelly. It's great to have. And my mom. I see my mom. It always feels like Romper Room. I love it. Megan, good to see you as well. And Peter. And Laura. No, he didn't have any. He had sound for me. It was like music. It was music. That counts as sound. It was nice. Not like puddles, but it was nice.
I had and not
Hey, at least yours didn't sound like squeaky shoes.
but it was not just music.
So what happened to our music?
It's not just music. It's let's say.
I can hear it.
Yeah. What happened is that for you, Jason, you had not only music, you had Queen, you had Freddie Mercury. It is an honor.
I wasn't complaining.
Okay. Let's say hi to
Jody, it's good to see you as well.
hi to Bea Parisi from Brazil. Diane is also here. Laura is Laura say agreed, not a good sound.
It's not a good sound.
Mark Williams is poor Colin, starting with the puddles already.
Yep, I can't escape it.
Saying hi to, I know that Colin already say hi to John. We have Claire here. I don't know if they're trying to wake up. They're trying to wake Ben up on that probably. That's great.
Oh.
Let me take the song now. It's enough of that song. Okay, guys, but things are moving. It is nice. Things move. I'm not gonna sing. I'm gonna dance. It's gonna be great. The show tonight.
He's gonna dance.
Yes, because it's so.
Somebody make sure.
I'm feeling free. I'm feeling free.
He's not wearing pants, so he's feeling free.
Okay, buddies. Now is the time.
Now is the best time. I wasn't sure if something else was about to happen.
We have some news. So we have some even a video here.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fancy.
and some conversation about the news. It's been a while that we don't do the news of the week, so it's good to have it back. I would like to start with something that we we really like, and I remember last episode. Something you really love, puddles.
No, not this time.
Mexico
Not again.
bath bomb.
One and done.
But it's actually Disney sent to travel agents and to the travel industry the food guide that they do monthly, and this food guide now they have
mother of meatballs.
yes they have
Good.
they have the food that they're gonna be offering at the Avenger campus in Disney's California Adventure, and I was really curious about what we would have there. Let me get the whole test here because I have to read a lot of stuff. But first of all, we need to remember that we're talking about the Pin Test Kitchen. There is the shawarma place, and also there are some food courts there that are going to be offering some nice stuff. Okay, but
And remember that. Okay, go ahead.
go
I
ahead.
didn't know if you were going to give background about the PIM. Whoa.
Sorry.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, no,
It
that's
wasn't me. At least I don't think it was.
no, it was.
Those
it
are
was here.
amazing sound effects.
It
Okay.
was here. It was
Okay.
here. I hope Pedro is okay.
Do we need to check on him?
Did you
Send him
wanna
a text
check on him?
message.
I don't know if you want to give the background about Ant-Man and Pin, but we don't. I mean, we don't have to. Go
No,
there.
yes,
Just
no,
we-
please do that. So please do that. So yes, I love.
That's it. That's it. That's all I know. It's like the whole PIM. It's
That's helpful, isn't it?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
technology is what makes things. You can make things small and large, and you have to see Ant-Man. You need to watch Ant-Man. You don't have to watch Ant-Man to eat here, but you should. You should. Anyway,
But that,
so I want to hear about the menu because I haven't seen the menu yet.
there are many things that they're offering there. There is this in here in the PIM test kitchen. They're also offering snacks and sips. They have the Quantum Pretzel, which is a Bavarian style pretzel with sharp cheddar beer sauce. Amazing.
You
Amazing.
had me at
But wait,
beer cheese.
what's quantum about it?
I don't know. It is the name. It's
The
funny.
beer cheese? I don't know.
It's the name. It's the name. Then
Look
they
at
have
look at the one next to it. What is that? Is it like
That-
a buffalo chicken pretzel?
yes, the Atomic
Oh, that looks
Fusion.
good.
Atomic Fusion pretzel. It's a buffalo
I
style
know what I'll be getting.
pretzel loaded with chicken, hot sauce, hand dressing, blue cheese, crumbles, celery, and dill pickled carrots.
That looks fantastic.
And they have. Oh, I will talk about the drinks. One of the drinks later on because I don't want to spoil that. But there's also the Proton PB and J Punch with the one with Minute Maid lemonade
that
with
the
peanut
pink one
butter.
or the green
Yes, it's the pink one. The peanut butter and the strawberry flavors. PB infused whipped cream and PB pretzel spheres. And then
That looks pretty good.
they have
The green ecto blaster.
no, that the green thing I will talk about it later. Is
Okay.
the pink called Pingo Doce, but I'll talk later. There's a connection with Brazil on there, and
That
then
sandwich looks wonderful.
yes, they have the not so little chicken sandwich, which is the fried
Yeah,
chicken.
I don't get that at all. Like, how do you even eat
Oh,
that?
that's funny. Okay, so now I like that because that ties in more with the whole PIM thing, and I like that. It's like the chicken expand like enlarged. the pun didn't.
Oh, and okay, I get it. I get it.
Okay, so they have that. So they have the pinin salami the pinini, which is the panini here.
one on the
The
right?
panini, it is
Oh,
salami.
that looks good.
Salami,
What?
rosemary ham, provolone, sun-dried tomato spread on toast focaccia.
What's the thing on the bottom though?
And they
That's
have
a giant meatball.
they
No, on
have
the left.
so
Meatball.
that's called the impossible spoonful. He got Tony.
No.
He got Tony and D'Italine pastas with
Rigatoni.
plant-based meatballs, tomato sauce.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Now
You lost
they
me.
they lost me on that. Yeah, plant-based.
Wait,
Just
what's the
lost.
thing on the left though?
That's the
It looks
Caesar.
like a weird Cobb salad or something.
Is a Caesar salad plus the colossal crouton.
That's a giant crouton?
Yes, a
Go
giant.
back. Let
crouton.
me wait. I can't see the picture. Go back to the picture.
Sorry.
Can't see the picture.
Oh,
No,
Ooh,
what's
that
that?
looks
No,
good too.
That's a
Oh,
crouton.
it's
Wait,
actually okay.
Yeah. So
That's a
that's
giant crouton.
is it
that's a-
flat though?
that's-
It's a flat.
yeah, it's a
crouton.
flat crouton. James.
That's not a crouton. That's a chip.
Yeah, but if you do a
Or a piece of bread.
massive crouton, you're not gonna be able to bite it. So that's right.
That's true.
Okay, so let's go to the shawarmas because there's the shawarma palace.
Yeah, now we're talking.
They're gonna be offering 2 shawarmas.
This is a different place. This is a different place.
Yes, that's a different place. Okay, so it's a
Is
cart.
that a burrito?
It is a cart. We're
Just a
talking
cart?
It's not a place. It's a cart.
I thought it was a place.
No, it's a cart. Okay, that's important. But it's
They still look wonderful.
it's still shawarma. So you have a New York Tastiest, which is a chicken shawarma wrap with garlic spread, coconut yogurt tahini sauce, and
What kind-
pig. And what? What happened? What I missed? What I missed?
It's fine. It's fine. Just keep going.
That's now with me. Okay.
Don't watch the comments for a few minutes.
Let me see it. I want to see. Okay.
Oh, it'll be coming through. I can tell you that much.
Okay. So then also we have the impossible victory. I have to change
Keep going. It's okay, Carlos. It's okay.
I lost. What happened?
Just keep going. It's okay.
Coconut yogurt.
No, you won't. This is at least 10 more minutes.
Okay. So we have
We
the
don't get flagged
impossible
for that.
impossible victory. What happened?
We can't repeat it.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Please. Just.
Impossible.
Oh, good lord.
Impossible Victory Falafel, which is the plant-based falafel with cauliflower wrap, garlic spread, hummus and coconut yogurt, tahini, and sauce pickled vegetables. Okay,
The comments are making it worse.
I'm trying to find the comments here.
Oh, he keeps laughing and our head together, and then he keeps laughing. And usually he's the one who's like the straight man. He keeps it together.
No,
Okay.
not when that
Oh,
comes out.
let me continue.
Let's just start over.
No, let me go to. There's another place. There's another
good.
place that calls Terran Treats.
I hope they don't serve that.
Terran treats.
Yes, and there is also a food cart. It's also a food cart.
How do you spell it?
Treats.
No, the
Terran.
first word.
Terran.
What's that mean?
Wouldn't
I
that
don't
be
know.
Tehran? I don't.
No, Terran is
that a
Terran is
place?
no Terran is no is that it's Terran. It's Terran.
I don't.
It is
Okay.
near Guardians of the Galaxy. Guess we will find another food cart with couple
Is
unique
that a planet in Galaxy of the Guardians of the Galaxy or something?
curated by Tanelir Tivan.
Beats me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but they do have this. They're gonna be offered that, which is the
What the
cosmic
heck is that?
Cosmic
cool looking.
cream arb is a crispy cream puff with whipped raspberry cheesecake mousse. They
Yeah,
also
stuff in the middle kind of looks like that thing we had at the what is that restaurant
Yeah.
called? For
Yeah,
the
that place
Fantasmic dessert thing.
Yeah. What was
I
that
always want
place?
to
It's
call
like-
it the Plaza, but it's not the Plaza,
Not
but
the
it's
Plaza.
something similar. It
Yeah.
feels the same on the inside.
How do you know what it
crap.
feels like on the inside?
I've been in it.
You've been in that?
Not the goo and the restaurant. Not that purple stuff.
okay. So So let's
Swim in it.
and, and the last thing here is the sweet sparrow ration, which is a churro sparrow with unique flavors. Well, I hope it is a unique good
flavors.
Yes, that's
all we got.
No, then we have the drinks. And the drinks, you have the one thing that is really pretty cool.
Ooh, what are the little things on the left?
That is
Those are cool.
There's the bleep. Let me get here because I'm not able to hear, to read. There is the cool thing is I like to show is that on your right, in the top right, you have that little can. Okay, that's the where is here? Oh, it's the enlarged Pingo Doce soda can. You know what is a Pingo Doce?
It's 2 Pinkos.
Pingo Doce is Portuguese and it's from Brazil. Pingo Doce it means sweet drop. But you know why?
Grub.
You know which is the connection with the Marvel universe?
No.
I'm thinking you're gonna tell us.
Remember the Hulk, the second Hulk?
Yes.
He was in Brazil working on a factory, on a soda factory for the producing drinks. It was the one that the Hulk was Edward Norton, I think is the name of
from Columbia, Maryland.
Yes. Oh, really? Well, he was as Hulk working in Brazil, and then the whole CIA and the army tracked them down there, and he was producing that soda, that Pingo Doce, and what actually Disney did is that they invented that whole thing and brought it to the area, to the park. Not only that, they have also the glowing pin particle capsule and the glowing pin particle disc. Is those little
things are cool.
Don't those look like the discs that you used to shoot off? That you had like a little gun and you could shoot the discs.
Yeah, you like spun them and then they went.
And they had to stop selling them because they would shoot people's eyes out. Remember the little discs? They were like little propellers and would shoot it.
And
you're
then
not supposed to shoot it at people, but you always shot it at your brother.
And then you have the pin size Pins mini beer flight. And also the Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet that you can have hold your favorite soda there.
I feel like we need some kind of reference point for the mini beer because I'm afraid you're gonna get it. You're like,
but no, you do have a reference point there. You know, I have a ruler there. It's really mini.
Oh, that's a ruler.
That's true.
Yes, yeah.
So wait, what's the size?
They're like
I hope that's
3
not
inches
metric.
tall, if at best.
I can't see it very well, but okay.
Okay.
Old man eyes.
Okay, I'm trying to see the comments here, but I lost it. Oh, no problem.
Well, I don't think you want to see the
It's
comments.
okay. They made me laugh. Let's put it that way.
I'm going. Yeah, Joe says it's thimble-sized beers. That's what it looked like to me. Like little, like, oh, Joe, isn't that cute? $10, please.
Each.
Okay, so that was what we had in terms of the food that they're gonna be offering, and I was really curious about the food in that area in the Avenger campus.
Those are some neat things.
Yes, and I like when they go they spend a lot of time thinking about that. That's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kelly Williams back there saying it's microbrew. Yes, it's
It's a microbrew.
Yeah. And Kelly saying looks like 6 inches. Yes,
16.
Half an inch. Laura is saying. Okay. And Peter is saying those glasses are choking hazard.
Right.
Jason,
maybe that's like they're just like the little wax things that you just eat.
Jason, do you have something to
What are those things? A bottle
to
something?
offer?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Am I supposed to? Oh,
Yeah.
I never remember what I'm supposed to talk about.
I think we were supposed to talk about the occupancy, how things are moving, how you're feeling, how the parks were without some restrictions, things like that.
Are you going to talk about that? We can talk about that. So, I mean, I experienced the whole mask-free situation this week for the very first time, and it was really weird. At first, like they've discontinued in Walt Disney World. They've discontinued the temperature screening, which was odd because I just had forgotten that was happening. So the whole process seemed weird, and just kind of you kind of really going starts walking towards the tents, and then like, oh no, we're not supposed to go there. And we start going back this way. And then you have to wear your mask on entry upon the security screening, and then upon entry because they want to make sure you have a mask. And then otherwise, and you're in public areas, common areas, you don't need to wear a mask. I would say about 10-15% of people are still wearing masks. I saw a lot of children wearing masks, and no issues
really.
that people weren't. Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously they would prefer non-vaccinated people, I think, to not wear. I mean, to be wearing masks and so forth. But I think it's feel it out for yourself in terms of safety. When you walk into a store or an enclosed space, you need to have your mask on. I interpret that as also meaning the bathroom. When you walk into the bathroom, you should wear the mask. I think it's a beneficial thing anyway, but I would say about 75% of the other people in the bathroom and Sam were not wearing the mask. But I was like, this is inside anyway. And then queues, even outdoor queues, you need to have the mask on, and of course attractions and shows as well. And compliance is really pretty good. And no one seemed to be complaining. No one seemed irritated. I saw no examples of people like giving someone a hard time or not. And it was real. I mean, it was odd to be able to see people like have expressions on their face. It was odd to see like oh, not everybody's smiling.
What a way of describing it.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. That's so nice. I don't think everybody thought that, but it is. Thank you.
I missed it.
No, but
I
one
didn't
thing, buddy, you had also the opportunity to experience another thing in Animal Kingdom, in Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Oh, not me technically.
Oh, really? It was not you? Oh,
no, it wasn't me technically. It was curated by me.
Oh, okay.
It was the secret plan was hatched by me, but someone else executed on it. But nevertheless, we were able to snag a super secret inside video that we shared. And I don't know if we have a clip we could share tonight.
We do have a clip. The only thing is that I needed to remove the original soundtrack. So it's I put on.
So it's just Collin now singing.
It is Collin singing, and
Careful what you wish for.
So let me show. Yep, it's great.
It's lovely music.
It's great. Yeah, it's great to see that again. It's really good. Yeah, you know how things are with YouTube and Facebook, and
they don't like us sometimes. That's for sure.
No, even the background sound they're starting to become really picky.
That's true.
But buddies, anything else, Jace? Anything you'd like to add? Anything that?
So okay, I don't know how credible this is, but it's more credible than I think I've heard. Okay, so you guys may be aware that the wave is going to be closing, in sometime in July, I believe. I don't know what the exact date is because I need to be
some
there.
kind of refurbishment deal, right?
Yeah, it's going to be several like 2-3 month refurbishment of some sort, and I think that there's been a lot of speculation about Disney bringing The Incredibles theming into the restaurant.
Oh, really?
Because they're doing that in the rooms. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about that in the blogs and so forth. But
We're gonna try
what
to
I
do
heard
something to
from
get more people in it, would be my guess.
what I heard from people sort of who would be in the know somewhat said that's not what they hear is happening. So I don't know whether that's actually true or not.
I bet we'll see
and
some
not
menu
going to be a
changes or
character
something.
buffet kind of thing or anything.
Yeah.
But I think the most important question remains unanswered, and that is, will bacon and eggs and the bowels remain on the menu? And I could not
That's the
get that.
kicker.
It's scaring
I
me
would-
to death. So
Yeah.
I intend to eat at the Wave basically every week until they pry my little big belly from the chair.
But one thing that there's a lot of people worried that the wave could. Mark Sheffield is saying here, Jason, you are correct. The wave refurbishing is part of the whole hotel refurbishing. The firm is scheduled. Let's see. There was another question here that came from Selby. Selby asked, and it was in regards of the Festival of the Lion King. Only the monkeys are missing the show, so I did not pay attention to the video.
Yeah, that's the monkeys aren't there. The tumbling monkeys, and then the acrobatic monkeys. And the bird people are there, but they're not flying.
Okay.
So the birds are grounded,
Which is
right now.
probably a union thing, if I had to guess. Don't know. I have no idea. That's just speculation.
They didn't teach that in flight school. It was just.
Okay, it's funny,
But it's good. I mean, the line. Look. I should say, if you want to see the show anytime soon, especially, the Festival of Lion King first show is at 12:30, and then I believe it's every hour and a half hour.
Yeah,
Could be
something
wrong
like
about that.
Something
But
like that.
that first show, like the line is.
It's
It
deep.
starts early, but you don't need to necessarily get there that early. Some people are
The
lining up
afternoon shows
a
don't
good
tend to
hour
be as
or more
crowded
before
either.
the first show, and you don't, even if you're trying to make that 12:30 afternoon show, the first one. I mean, if you're really anxious about missing it, certainly get there early. But I've heard that people who had gotten there well after the queue formed still got a good seat. So
Peter is asking about the ostriches.
ostriches, yes.
Oh,
Is that all the news? I feel like this whole show is going to be about.
no. We're gonna. The only thing is that I was supposed to bring something, but I'll bring by the end. It's actually just wanted to plug, and I have the card was supposed to be here. I'm not fine. Wanted to plug the waffles assembling show tomorrow. But by the end of the show, I know that they have in another scene. I have that card. So, but they're gonna have a assembling show tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So, but buddies, let me tell you one thing. You know what I do have here in my hand, and then and suddenly I start to remember Eddie Murphy saying, "I have it here, and you don't have it." I have a copy of tonight's top 10 list.
I thought you were gonna sing the song.
No.
So please don't.
Okay, we're gonna have our from the home offices of Winter Garden, Florida. We have tonight's top 10 list, which it's a pretty, it's a timely topic.
I think so.
Top 10 implications of new mask policy. Whoa.
Who's going to go first?
You.
Okay.
Okay, so number 10.
Number 10. Increased my budget for toothpaste, floss, razor blades, and lipstick.
Number 9, Collin.
I'll be walking down Main Street, USA, hearing, "Look, one of the After Hours buddies."
Ooh. Number 8.
Now I'll have to smile again when taking pictures, and also greeting people, and also at Carlos's sound effects.
Number 7.
Finally, I can smell the parks, the food, the flowers, the trolley horse.
Uh-oh.
Number 6.
That one was good. My lips will miss their sauna treatments.
Gross.
Number 5.
I'll lose my bug in the mouth defense system.
Number 4.
I now have to sunblock my entire face.
Yes, no words.
What's Horizon? What's Horizon had to do with that?
He's just playing.
Ruin that song.
I told you, like, this is. I'm such a nerd. It's like I was just playing. Anyway,
Mark Williams, dear God, what did we just see?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer.
But she says, remember you miss a spot. Number three, Colin.
Mask quilts. What? I don't get that at all.
Me too.
oh come on, guys! I'll explain it to you later.
Number 2.
I can no longer eat popcorn hands free.
And the number 1 of the top 10 list of the 10 implications of new mask policy is Colin?
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
It will be much more difficult to identify bandits from Fort Langhorne on Tom Sawyer Island.
Oop, I got it wrong.
Good again.
I love the top 10. It was enjoyable top 10. And Jason, that is a video gold.
I'm beginning to regret it.
What is a quilt?
A quilt, like a quilt, like a.
A kilt's that thing.
Is that is what
It's like a quilt. It's like a
We can make
blanket.
you
It's
one
like a
of those
blanket, but
too,
people
Jason.
will do things with like old pieces of fabric, and you put quilts. They do them to raise money for things. They do them
Okay,
for
got
the
it.
celebration of certain things.
Sweaty mask probably isn't a good option.
You'd wash it first.
But but it's always fun. The top 10 is one of my. I already told you that it's one of my favorite. I know it is fun to prepare it, but today the whole execution was supreme. Great, thank you. Jason. No, actually, no. Let me do different today. Colin, now is the time.
Now is the best time.
I love this song. Okay.
For the record, I don't think we're muted on any of these videos.
No, yes, we're muted. Yes, we're muted.
Yes, we're not.
Well, I haven't been talking, so
No,
it's okay.
no, probably not this one. Probably not this one, but the other ones.
I
for
mean,
sure.
as long as they can't see the dancing that happens. I mean, they should see the dancing that happens.
That's what you're proud of. It's up there with the sunscreen.
One thing, Colin, can you explain to the audience how a crop factor work?
I will try my best. So, Crop Factor is a little game we like to play here, where we take a little inspiration from the parks. We take a photo from the parks, crop it in really tight, and your job is to guess where that was taken inside the parks. If you want to ask clarifying questions, feel free to do so as you help narrow down your answer. We'll make one crop that's very tight at the very first one that we show you, and then we'll slowly back it out into crop number 2, and then on to the third one where we'll reveal the entire image. So we'll see who gets it first.
Good. Let's.
Claire says we can hear everything tonight.
Exactly.
No.
It gives me a message when we can't be heard.
No. What we're there's an this
We're
one.
on the Bunda camera going.
No, this one, the last one, yes, probably because the last one it was assembled by the last, probably. I don't know. Let's see. You want me to play again?
We'll see after the fact.
No. I want to see the picture.
Okay,
Show
so let's
me
go
the
to
picture.
the first one, first crop.
I had a moment there for a second where I was like, "Wait, did I send it?"
Yeah, so send that.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is pretty difficult, and I'll save my hand.
Or is it?
I think I have 2 that are very difficult, and one
Yes,
that's pretty
that is.
easy to know.
That one is almost impossible.
I don't know. Nothing's impossible with this group. All right, take it back out, and we'll see what the comments come up with here. Jason, do you have any thoughts?
It looks like a skinny little knee. I think it's Collin's knee.
My knee's not that small. I can guarantee.
I think
that
it's.
much.
I think
not that tan
it's a
either.
bronze. The bronze version of Collin's. It's a cast. It's a cast of
bronze
Collin's
patella.
knee. That's what I believe it is. Wearing knickers because you can see the
Caleb
pants don't
saying
extend all the way
shovel.
down.
Claire is saying
Shovel.
Does
Cinderella.
look like a shovel.
Cinderella fountain in Fantasyland.
Knee does look like a shovel.
No, hello, Doreen. Gaston statue. Walt Disney
Goofy
statue. Brown's Goofy statue. Cinderella behind castle. Let's do the second crop. Let's see if it helps a little, okay?
Okay.
Oh, it's a thigh now too.
Joe Logan
There's
says
something else in there.
Friends branch. It's the statue of Disney and Mickey. Is what Michael is saying. Kelly is saying Japan
I
water
will say,
fountain.
there is one correct answer so far.
There
What?
actually there are 2.
Maybe 2. Is there 2?
Yeah,
Yep,
2.
there is 2.
Yes, and I'll show Claire and Kelly got it right,
And Terry.
and Terry too. Yes, Terry showed up. here.
Terry's here.
Yes,
Terry is here.
It was a knee.
It was a knee, exactly. I couldn't decide to crop in on the bird or the knee, but I figured the bird would give it away.
No comment.
If you follow my Instagram, we would have gotten a big hint on this one this week.
Because of all the knees that you take pictures of.
That's it, probably. I've got one of your knees somewhere.
Oh,
You don't know about it.
oh,
It's gonna need a bigger crop.
no, sunblock and knee. Oh
It is
my
a hairy
god,
knee one of these weeks.
with sunblock, yeah.
Except with the sunblock not rubbed in. It's a video.
Oh, okay. Let me go to the second image, the first crop.
I think this is the easy one, I think.
No.
See, I thought this was easy. I bet Jason can come up with this.
It's a light.
This is a specific area, though. I think that's fair, isn't it, Carlos?
Yes, in a specific area. That's it.
Of course, it's in a specific.
Yes, very
I'm in a
specific.
specific.
I'm looking for a specific answer, is what I mean.
It's a railing. It's a railing.
It does look like a railing, like a light. There's a light under. Oh,
Oh. Maybe?
huh?
Amy is saying Amy Pirates loading area.
Well,
Parts of
I wasn't gonna go with
Caribbean,
pirates.
Peter-
Pirates loading
Peter's-
area.
Yes.
Tower of Terror.
Yeah, Valerie, I'm with you. I think.
Heather is saying Galaxy Edge.
There's no chance
hailing.
that Collin has any pictures from inside Tower of Terror. People, not a
This could be
chance.
outside.
Let me show the second crop. Let me let's see if that helps a little bit.
Yeah, I think Valerie and I are onto something. And Heather too.
Jody's in Morocco.
Butch is saying exit
but-
from Big Thunder Mountain.
Oh,
Pirates of the
Butch.
Caribbean stairs to nowhere in line. That's a good guess. It's clever.
But there was
This crop gives it away. I will say that.
Yeah, but in the first crop, someone already got right in the first one.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
And it was
A couple people have gotten it right.
oh, really? I saw it only one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there was one right after that.
Oh, really?
Hmm?
No, I only saw the one here. Oh yes, yes.
Yeah,
Valerie,
there's one more. Yeah.
Valerie, and Heather, they got it right.
yeah. And
Nailed it.
Jason.
And Jason.
He didn't say it, so I don't believe him.
I did. I did. I
So-
did. I was there. Anyway, you guys.
We're mean.
I'm
Colin.
surprised you didn't use the person as the crop. I'm surprised you
Yeah,
didn't.
Colin.
have.
Who is
Should
that?
have.
Who is the dude
I
there?
have no idea. I couldn't remove him in Photoshop because he sat still for too long.
There's a dude there. It's a Collin Kendall.
Embarrassing. It's so
Some
embarrassing to
random
be in the
guy.
parks with Colin when he's taking pictures because he's like, "Sir, can you just move a little bit, please? Could you?
The
Could
thing
you
is,
please
all
just
they have to do
shuffle a little
is
to your right?"
stay moving, and they just disappear in the photo over time. But no, they have to sit perfectly still for 45 seconds for a long exposure, and this guy did not move for like 3 minutes.
And it's crispy. Yeah, look here.
The picture is labeled "The Immovable Man."
Exactly, he was like a statue for a good 2 minutes.
So let's go to the third image, first crop. This one is going to be difficult. I think this one is very bit difficult.
Ooh, I gave you so much to work with here.
Is that-
and yet
so, okay.
someone will still get this?
Is that a pole with like a cap off of the electrical? Like, is that exposed wire back in there?
No,
No,
I will
it's
give
not
you
a-
that much.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
I think it's a speaker, if I had to guess.
Okay. And that's not a trash bag sitting in the bushes, is it?
No.
No.
Okay.
The second crop will tell you what that is.
Can
Those
I
are
go?
pine needles. Those are pine. Wait a second. Those are pine
Yes,
needles
they
on
are.
the ground.
Yes, they are.
So that
He's picking
means
up on the
something.
cues.
Okay,
does.
so there's some evergreen. There's pine needles. Why are there? Where would there? Is this at Walt Disney World?
Exactly. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay. Where would there be pine needles in Walt Disney World? Fallen pine needles. Come on,
There
people,
you go.
help me out
I
here.
think this is the difficult one.
Yes, this is the difficult one.
I gotta make it tough. These people are too
Is it
good
in
at
a
this.
park or is it a resort?
Let me do the second crop. So
Okay,
then,
yeah, give me a second crop.
And this one helps some. There are a couple signifying factors here.
So it's a resort.
And no one has gotten it right yet that I said.
Wait,
No.
it was like pine needle mulch. It's like pine needles mulch.
So I'm seeing a lot of Wilderness Lodge answers, Jungle Cruise a couple times,
That's not
Japan,
Wilderness Lodge.
Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer Island,
It's not right.
a lot of Tom
Wilderness-
Sawyer Island.
Is it Wilderness?
Is someone
No.
hiding in the bush? Not that I know of.
Wait,
if
but
so,
with
they
the
moved
black-
awful quickly.
The black that finish on the
Te-
light.
Terry is asking if it's Port Orleans.
That's
No,
what
but
I
it is
thought, Terry.
outside the park, so that is in
Terry,
the
that's
right
what I was
direction.
thinking too, because of the lamppost.
Look,
Okay, I see
Look
one
up in the
correct
top
answer.
left.
I
Look
see,
up in the top
uh,
left. That little bit of someone said.
someone already got it right.
I see one correct answer. Yep.
Yes.
And it's not
Is
the
it-
one that he
is
just
it
put
Chrissy?
on the screen.
I'm not putting it in the screen, but I'll put it right now. Chrissy got
Yes!
it right.
That's
She did.
yes.
And the giveaway is the top left corner here for me.
Yeah, that was it.
That took a lot of cropping.
Took a lot of what?
Cropping.
Okay.
You gotta be careful with that word.
But it was
Like other words that we've mentioned tonight.
but it is amazing. It's amazing because we had this photo here, this picture here for me is the is outstanding.
Cool man.
The dude in Galaxy's Edge is that?
Would have only been better if it was Jason sitting there, because he was sitting behind me when I took this picture.
Do you remember that
Should've had
picture?
you
Not
go sit
directly
next to him,
behind
sit
it.
in
I
his
was sitting
lap.
next to him. I was sitting next to him.
Should have asked you to go sit in that guy's lap and sit really still.
I love. So this was our crop factor for our episode 49. Jason,
Wait, Carlos, put that last picture up one more time.
the last one, the one with the Jude, or the one
No, the beach club one.
the beach club.
Just wait. Look, a puddle.
There is a puddle. It's right above the.
It's right above the crop factor.
Mr. Pedals.
Had to take that opportunity.
Jason, now is the time.
Now is the best time.
We were muted.
All in this time.
If
But
not, you just got
okay,
serenaded.
okay. I have to tell everybody, and I have a set of screenshots here, because the whole thing before we did it, there was a whole discussion of which was the topic for this top 3, and then suddenly, and we do have our message group, okay? Suddenly, Collin came up with the idea, and I will share the screenshot.
No,
here.
Jason came up with the idea, I think.
I didn't come up with it. What are you talking about?
And
No. I was throwing ideas out there, but we had been throwing lots of ideas out there, and then Carlos decided, like, oh, this one, yes, this is what we will do.
Let me show.
This happened.
So, Collin, on the top of the screen, you can see, I really like the hide vehicle one. It could be used for a factor 2, for the after hours factor 2, and I said, let's do the right vehicle. And right away, I put number 3, number 2, number 1. I'm just not showing that.
Yeah.
And then Jason came. Wait, you can't just do that. And I just answered him. I just did it. And Jason said, you should at least give a cooling off period. No. And it was not only that. Then I was they said, this is disturbing. I say, oh yes, very sneaky, sir. That's the very sneaky guy that I told you guys for the Mr. Gate. And then suddenly realized that, Jason came up with his 3 options that I'm not going to show here. And then I said to him, Collin, and Jason said, well, is
screwed.
He's screwed. And then suddenly, half an hour later, Collin shows up. Moments later, well, crap. That's what happens when I have a Photoshop idea. So when I tell everybody that we have so much fun preparing the shows, you have no idea. And we got
so
it.
much fun.
We got it, Collin. That time.
We spent 2 days coming up with like 2 days coming like throwing different ideas around, right? And then
This happened in a matter of like 5 seconds.
and he says, "Oh yes, that last one. Let's just do it. Boom, boom, boom."
Yeah, and the topic is top 3 attractions vehicles. And that's why we have that. The show card was.
So if my list sucks, I blame them.
So that's why he's starting with you, Collin. You're going with your number 3.
I'm not even gonna bother.
Or as
to
we
look
like
at
to
the
call
list.
it,
Pull it up.
number 3 out of the leftovers.
Okay, so I went with Peter Pan's Flight as my 3rd one, and I have to say this is a lot of fun. If you've been on the attraction, most people have, because it's a long-standing thing, but it is an old school attraction, and to think that when this was made, when it was so early on in the parks, it's kind of neat to think what they came up with. There's a gentle sway to it. It kind of feels like you're floating over the city, and it's just a simple ride vehicle. It's a classic dark ride. I've never seen anything like it anywhere else, outside of the park, inside of the parks. Why is he laughing at me?
I don't know.
I've never heard anybody describe this experience as having a gentle sway to it. Every time it like makes an abrupt stop and you bang your head on the back of the sail, like there's no gentleness about the ride vehicle at all. I love the vehicles; they're so cool. But like,
I I like the motion of it. It's just enough to give you a little bit of fun, a little something you're not going to get anywhere else. And I like it.
But
Give it all the crap you want, but it's fun.
we added a little twist this time because we're gonna have for each one of our options for the attraction, not for the vehicle, but about the attraction, we're gonna have our after hours factor, our our F factor, which is for this one, it is Peter
They
Pan's
give
flight.
it a hard time, and then they give it a
Well,
9.
it's just not just for the ride. This is for the entire attraction. This isn't just
Yeah,
a ride.
It's true.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
true.
The entire attraction is a 90, which is a classic one.
Remember that next time you hit your head.
That's right. You've been hit in the head by a 90.
Okay, so let's go to who is going next? Jason? Jason, let's go with
No.
Jason. Let's go with the order here, yes. Jason, you're number 3.
You can put it up, or you just want me to say it? My number 3. I felt bad taking this, like, because I know this would have been on Colin's list, almost certainly.
No, it actually wouldn't have.
Really?
Ironically,
Okay, well then I
no.
don't feel so bad then. It's the Haunted Mansion Doom
I'll
Buggy.
explain in a minute.
It is. It is. I mean, it's not just a great name, but it's the shape, the fact that don't pull the bar down for you. Anyway, I love the whole experience of that ride vehicle. When you get in, you're kind of like it's like you're in this little, that sort of concave, like almost not claustrophobic.
It's almost like you're in a
kinda like-
carriage.
You're in a carriage, but it's foreboding in a certain way, right? Like you get in and you're like, oh, it's like you're enveloped by this like dark matte black thing, and the voice coming from behind you, and the vehicle is part of the attraction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the vehicle is a huge part of the attraction, and then especially when you kind of make that scene down into the cemetery, to make the turn going down the cemetery, and you lean all the way back, and you're like, what is happening? That first time, I love that. Anyway.
Yeah.
So my only hang up with this one, don't get me wrong, I love the attraction. It's one of my all-time favorite attractions. And it works for what it is, but to me this ride vehicle is not that unique. Like,
Okay.
you get the same thing to an extent on the Little Mermaid attraction in Fantasyland. It's the same ride vehicle.
In the past, you have almost the same vehicle, but is it with the
But
different
it's
effect?
it was the Little Mermaid vehicle came decades after the Haunted
True.
Mansion.
Yeah,
To me, it's
but
not that unique anymore.
during
but
the
I love
same time,
attraction. I just
during the same
find
time of
ride
the
vehicle
attraction,
that great.
you remember you feel if you had wings, it was the same vehicle, but not with the.
Yep.
I think the whole thing with the Doom Buggy is that the way that it's painted, the way that the bar comes,
whole
that
feel
is
of it,
the
yes.
whole feel of it is amazing. I agree with that with Jason. And let's go to the A factor for that attraction, which is. Only
Big.
Collin gave a 88, which is not bad, but
for the
it's-
reasons that I came up with. Like, I love the attraction. Just ride vehicle, I could take her leave.
Oh my gosh! Send your
I'm gonna
hate mail
take
to
heat for
guide
that, but-
for WDW.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the good comment. It says, now I will lower the safety bar for you right into your knee. So accurate.
Oh my goodness!
So let's
not
go
just
to my
me.
third. My third is a pretty recent attraction and a pretty recent vehicle, and it is actually in terms of vehicles is one of the top leading technologies now. But the way that they use in this attraction is fairly interesting. It is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, the train, which is a trackless vehicle car, but the way it separates and then goes together, and the whole interaction with the Goofy and the cartoons that you can see there. And for instance, the way that it dances on the ride, and it is really nice. It's not that the dancing part is that smooth, but it's fun. Okay, but it's okay. No spoiling. But it's I really like the whole idea that it's disassembles and then goes together again as a train. I think
for me, the kicker on this one is like the subtleties. Like when the train
Yeah.
first starts to move, you feel it kind of rumble underneath you, like
Yes,
on train
yes.
tracks and those kind of stuff. Like that's the standout for me because you
got it.
get it here, but you don't even get it at like Rise of the Resistance and stuff like that.
Yep, yep. And the
The ride vehicle is pretty much the same thing as Rise of
It
the
is.
Resistance.
Right.
I mean,
It's like
But
you know
it's-
the capabilities.
same
there,
thing
but
as
it just
Ratatouille.
adds so
I mean,
much.
like,
but it's
not
but it's
unique.
that is the whole thing. Is
I
the
shouldn't even be on the list.
the way they adapted something that was already high technology, but to the ride, to the theme, it was so beautiful. And so let me show how was the A factor for Mickey's and Minnie's Runaway Rail. Remember that our A factor is not for the vehicle, but it's for the attraction. So it is a 87.
I struggled with this. I really struggled with this. I wanted to score it higher, and I reserve the right to go back and actually increase this score because, I think it, and I've said this before, in terms of Walt Disney's goal of having attractions that the entire family can enjoy, and having. I was almost classic characters ish, featured in the attraction. This hits just about all the marks. It's technologically impressive. The story is fun. It's beautiful. The scenes are beautiful and surprising. We've talked about the attraction vehicle. It is an attraction that little kids can do and great grandparents can do together. And so for that reason, I want it to even be into the 90s. But the question in my head, when we hit the classic level, the question is to me, if you go to Walt Disney World and you don't experience this attraction, have you missed? Like have you missed out on the Walt Disney World experience? And I'm like,
for me, it's not iconic yet.
No,
Like
but the
in
Haunted
my-
Mansion for me is absolutely. If you don't experience the Haunted Mansion,
As far
you
as
have
attractions
not been
go,
Walt
yeah,
Disney
yeah.
World,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So that's why that's a no-brainer for
The
me.
kicker for me on this one, I want to revisit this rating at some point because I think right now you're missing a good portion of the story
Yep.
element because you missed that first initial
Yes, yes.
Which
video,
I've gotten. Have you
which
guys gotten
makes
to
a big
experience that?
difference. I
No,
have never
that's
gotten
why.
to experience
Because the
I
first
did
time-
one time before they closed the
right,
parks.
and it was only they only did it for like a week because that
2
was right
weeks.
before the parks
It was
closed.
2
Was it
weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
so
missed
if
that.
You weren't there
I-
then, and we were in California the first week that it was open.
Yep.
Yes.
For me, I mean, I want to revisit that after I because right now it misses a part of the story element. Like there's people that go through it and you're like, okay, well, why is this happening?
And everybody says that that pre-show was the wow moment, one of the biggest wow moments
It is.
in the attraction.
It's kind of
So-
like that scene in the Enchanted Tales with Belle, where it all kind of opens, and it adds something to the attraction.
done
So I
that.
want to revisit this.
I
one
never
sometime.
done that
You've
too.
Never done that?
I never
Really?
done.
Let's do it together, Carlos.
Really?
Oh, let's do it together. Is it open yet?
It's not open.
No, it's not open. But we can go sit in the garden and pretend.
Hold
I
on.
never did that. And everybody tells about that scene, that the whole
I
thing.
know.
I never did it. Okay, let's go to the
It's actually a lot of fun.
Collin's-
I have to be honest.
Colin's second one.
Yeah, so I don't remember how I ordered the last two, but that shocks nobody. Oh, okay. So I have an honorable mention here before I actually get to this one, and I'd be remiss if I didn't put on this list Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
You can't just slip
I
Mr.
didn't-
Toad's Wild Ride in.
didn't-
You can't.
I didn't
you
want to
can't
put two from Disneyland in there, so this was my Disneyland pick, but that's a cool attraction. If you've never done that,
You
that's a
are
cool
not
ride.
allowed. No. You are not. Okay, first
Yep.
of all, Mr.
Yep.
Toad's is awesome, but
Yep.
you cannot slip Mr. Toad in, like you give Haunted Mansion Doom Buggies a hard time about the bar hitting your knees, but Mr. Toad, you know, that's
Hey, it
like
didn't
a
hit me
complete
in the knee.
pass.
I rode by
The
myself.
most uncomfortable ride vehicle ever designed by man is
And
Mr.
then-
Toad's
That's
Wild
what
Ride.
gives it
And-
culture and vibe.
And then you're gonna end up in hell. That's
Come on, bruised. I come off
True
bruised
Karen
and
Tell.
dead, and not in a good way.
you're gonna end up in hell. Just that. I
But
know.
it's so cool. It's unique. Okay, but I'll go to my other one because nobody liked that one. part of the reason it didn't make the list. But I love this attraction vehicle. If you've been on Test Track, you know it's very similar in nature, but more elaborate. It seems like they've learned a few lessons with Test Track over the years in the ride vehicle system. But the tell-all factor with Radiator Springs Racers is when you're actually going through the scene. So if you go through the painting scene or when they change the wheels, the car kind of shifts and you feel like there's a drill underneath you, taking the wheels off the vehicle. And for me, that's kind of a cool sensory experience. I mentioned the same thing with Runaway Railway to an extent. But it is a lot of fun, and it's one of those things you actually feel like you're part of the story. Like I mentioned, story element's huge for me on attractions. But on this one, you really feel like you're preparing for the race. You feel like everybody in your car's got a big smile on their face because they don't expect those things to happen. So it's been high on my list since we went to California. It's one of my favorite attractions.
And well, we're gonna talk about the A factor of this attraction, but talking about the vehicle, and you have also the speakers and the sound that you have,
which makes
in that
huge difference. Yeah.
It is.
And you hear the rumble of the engine.
Yeah, it is so amazing. Cool. It is amazing, and I would not. There's an idea of that words. Even we mentioned for this week, the idea of a top three. That attraction will come back for sure on that because it's
amazing.
It's amazing. The whole thing, and well, just for you guys to get to know, to understand how we like that attraction. Look, the F factor. It's a 95. Yeah. It's a 95 attraction.
I think it's one of the best attractions Walt Disney Imagineering has ever created.
In a rare change of pace, I will have to agree. I mean. Yeah. It's
one
of the best things I've ever ridden, realistically, and anybody can ride it.
It is my favorite. It is my favorite. I tell you, it is my favorite. I think even Top's.
It's incredible.
Top's Rise of the Resistance. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It is my favorite. It's really, really good.
There's nothing close in the realm of storytelling. Like,
well,
as far as modern Disney attractions.
Get that.
No, it is my favorite. Okay, Jason, let's go to the second one.
My number two. This felt wrong to do this one with knowing Collin was going to be late to the party. My number 2 is Soarin'. Because come on, any attraction that is based on the design of an erector set. It's pretty amazing. I mean, the story behind it, the way it works, it is such a it's a marvel of engineering, but it's so simple when you know when you kind of step back and think about it. The use of between the imagery on the screen, and when I think of the ride vehicle, it's not just the contraption that you're sitting in. The entire theater is a ride vehicle. There is the attraction vehicle, really, to me, because this, you have the visual of the screen, you have the wind that's generated to make you feel like you're in flight, the way the sort of dropping and lifting and tilting of the apparatus that you're sitting on to give you the sense of descent and ascent and speeding up, and just incredible, and the smells. The smells are great. Now, I mean, it's not as good as soaring over California.
No, but
that's not the attraction vehicle's fault.
The whole thing, the whole structure, when you pay attention to whatever they do, and the way that you said it right, Jason, is smooth. The whole, it is gigantic, but it goes so smooth. Smooth,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it's really elegant.
Yes, it's a nice, it's nice attraction. Oh, let me show the A factor for that one.
And I had to be a little hard on this one because I would have ranked it higher, but I don't like the modern video as much. And that's the attraction most people are going to see. Yeah.
My 93 is actually for Soaring Around the World. If this had been Soaring over California, it probably would have been close to 100. Like, that's how much I love that original Soaring.
Yeah. But
we know.
Yes.
Just because I cried. Doesn't mean it.
Giddy is the only way to describe Jason riding this when it was open in California.
Giddy and barefoot.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes. That's
It's an
why I
odd
remember.
combination for a grown man.
Way to go. Way to go.
So let's go to my number 2. The number 2 that I have here, let me, and I'm doing a calling now, Mr. Poto's moment.
See, they all run together.
Oh, it's Spaceship Earth, and it's actually almost the same principle as almost the same
Hershey's
vehicle.
Chocolate World.
No, as the one the Doom the Dumb Buggy. It's almost the same principle. Is the same
I
vehicle.
mean, they're all like Omnimover vehicles.
Yes,
I mean,
there are, yes, but also in this one they integrate the whole story and the effects of the attraction with the video screens that you interact with everything. That was for the attraction itself. That was the part that I liked for the new version, the newest version that we have there.
Where like going on vacation or going to work,
Yeah, that whole interaction.
checking in on
part.
your pets.
I like that with the vehicle in itself, but the other things they hide and they did. I think I'm not so fond of, and I was really expecting something new to happen, and I hope that we're gonna have it the new reading.
Okay,
of
quick
the-
question.
Yes.
If you could pick anyone to do the new narration,
Oh.
who would it be?
Morgan Freeman.
I
Really
do like Morgan Freeman.
interesting.
Christopher Walken, maybe.
No,
Christopher
it's-
Walken?
No. Morgan Freeman. Morgan
I
Freeman.
gotta-
Pro-
Be a very
got a
different
fever.
attraction.
And the only prescription is more Spaceship Earth.
But
Be fun though.
let's see the F factor. The F factor for our Spaceship Earth is a 90, and actually, Jason was pretty excited with.
Oh yeah, it's a must do. It's an absolute must do. It's not just like, oh, you have to do it because it's Epcot and Spaceship Earth and it's the weenie and you got to do it. No, it's like it's still really good, even though some parts of it are dated and need to be updated. Like it's still really really good.
Yes, and there's some love here for the idea of the Morgan Freeman as narrator.
The voice
Good.
of God.
Lisa, so what about George Clooney?
would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I could get. Yeah, I like it. That's a good.
Tom
No, I mean
Hanks.
Scarlett
Tom Hanks
Johansson
would be
though. Can you
good.
imagine Scarlett Johansson doing it?
She whispers in your
Have you
ear the
ever
whole time.
I know, like in her. The movie, was that her? Was that called Her? The one with It was in that. Oh, come on.
I don't know that movie.
It'll come to me.
Kelly is asking,
Her.
Jason, who is your favorite narrator so far?
Jeremy Irons,
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Jeremy.
I know I should say Walter Cronkite, but it's Jeremy Irons. I mean, like I still listen to it. In fact, thanks to Kelly, I still listen to it, and love him, love his version. We could bring
I
Jeremy
actually
Irons
don't
back.
mind the current version. Like Judi Dench version, I don't mind. Like it only has the James
come-
Bond feel to
dude.
it to me though.
Stop. You've got it's not even just her. I mean, she's fine. She's fine. Like it's what
Yeah,
she says.
I mean,
It's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Call
She
it-
didn't get to choose that.
Call it the first World Wide Web. Call it the first backup system. Call it like, how about we just leave it alone?
I have
It
a
is
feeling
what
that
it
was
is.
scripted.
Yeah, I know. It's not her fault, but still.
Colin,
The voice
let's
itself isn't bad.
Colin, let's go to your number 1.
Let's do. Okay. So I'm going to get a little bit of hate for this one because honestly, it's not the world's greatest attraction, but I know I'm not the only one that's saying the first time you step into this ride vehicle, it kind of blows your mind. Especially if you're sitting in the right-hand seat, you get to put it into light speed. Like, it's just incredible. And it is one of the few opportunities that you feel that you actually have a role in your own story in the Galaxy's Edge portion of the park. If you're a Star Wars fan, this is the end-all be-all attraction for you. It's the thing you've dreamed of for years in a Disney theme park. And it's something that you can only get at Walt Disney World or Disneyland. I mean, if you're there with 6 of your closest friends, it is one of those memories that you will have forever the first time you fly this thing. I was there on opening day, got to do it, and honestly, it's one of those things you just watch people's faces when they stepped off it. It's like, I feel like I actually flew the Millennium Falcon for the first time in my life. And if you're in the pilot seat, it truly is an experience. You feel like you're actually controlling every inch of it, which is something so many of us dreamed of for so long for Star Wars nerds. So it had to make my list, and it had to be pretty high on the list.
I mean, I guess it does sort of beat a box, a hassock, and an 8-track version of Star Wars playing in the background. I guess it's somewhat more sophisticated.
It's a little
than
bit better.
But
your cardboard box with a drawing on the side of it.
No, you don't. You just need your brother out there, like moving around, like back and forth.
Laundry basket.
But I dig it. I dig it. I think it's the whole experience. If you think about how, and you're right, Colin. The first time you step in, for me was
in the build up too. I mean,
the hallway,
you get to see
hallway when you're walking back in.
You get and
they
stage it out so well that you're literally there with just your group, which is amazing too. That you don't have a line that's like following you in. It's like, hey, here's your group. You're going in. Go have fun. Go fly the thing. Enjoy it. Like it feels like everything builds up.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so much story there, and there's so many different little details. And once you step in there, the details inside of that cockpit are just incredible. It's an Imagineering feat at its finest. I mean, you just want to touch everything when you go in there.
Let's see,
press all the
Megan.
buttons.
I feel for you, Megan.
Let's see. How is this? How was the A factor for that one? It's close to a classic already. It's good. We did
doesn't like
Well,
it.
considering how short of a amount of time it's been there.
I
It would have been a classic except for Mr. Silva. Other than that, it's
I blame Silva.
it literally is this.
No, I love the attraction, but I just thought it's not yet for a classic. That's it. But I love it. It's outstanding. Remember,
I
it
have to
is.
say,
It's hard to know. It's hard to
since we
know
are-
whether Star Wars in the Millennium Falcon will age well. It's hard to know whether that will.
No.
No,
It's
I
not
do.
that.
I do.
Test of
I
time.
see his point though. Like
It
it
is
is kind of.
as an attraction in a whole.
It's
No.
the Millennium Falcon. You get to fly the Millennium Falcon
Nah.
through space. You get to pull the lever and go into hyperspace. Like,
It is outstanding. It is outstanding. But probably
No. I mean, the technology. I mean, it's not a new sensation. It is new in that you get to fly it. That's 100% new. But like, it is kind of a Star Tours type thing. So everybody's experienced kind of a simulator type environment. But this is just next level for me.
Yeah, it's.
the
Jason,
thing doesn't have to move. It doesn't have to go anywhere. Just be able to sit there.
Jason wants to poke all the buttons and pull the levers.
I would give so much money just to be able to walk onto that area, the cube, the area where you get to kind of play with things and look at things while you're waiting for you. If I could just be in that space, like by myself.
I want like
And
5
then, like,
minutes
walk
in the
down the
cockpit when
hallway.
it's not moving.
Yes. We don't have to go anywhere. Actually, just let me sit here and play with the buttons. And, oh my god.
You know, the first time we rode this is kind of an aside, but I was with a group when we did it, and theirs actually quit midway through it. It all just kind of died, and it went dark, and so they just got to sit there, and then they turned all the lights on, but they got to sit there through the entire ride cycle because it rotates through. So then they put them back in it, and they got to go again. So, like, for the first time, they just got to take in all of the ride vehicle for the entire length of the
That's
attraction,
cool.
which was really, really cool. So seeing those
That's
pictures was neat. Yeah.
Jason, let's go to your number one.
My number one, not a surprise, it's Tower of Terror. The best attraction, in my opinion, period. I love everything about this attraction. I love the story. I love the theming. I love the detail in the queue. The music, the little pre-show room, and the queue itself, where you're in like the basement, and it's spooky and has this Freddy Krueger feel to it. And it's amazing. And then the cast members are great. And in terms of they're kind of on par with the Haunted Mansion cast members. And then the ride vehicle, the attraction vehicle for Tower of Terror here in Walt Disney World is so good. It not only is it designed to feel and look like a freight elevator,
A big one at that.
a big one, right? Well, freight elevators, they have to hold a lot of stuff. But then this vehicle, and I'm not. This is not a spoiler alert. It disembarks from the elevator shaft. It moves through space and time, literally, and then after a series of awesome effects that I'm not going to explain here, you need to experience it for yourself. It then enters another shaft, where then it does its thing, and it's like. And it's also it's sort of randomized each time you're on too, so you don't get the same experience each time in terms of the drop sequence. I think this attraction vehicle, it's hard to pick one that's more sophisticated, has more technology built into it, and safety. The level of safety, the features that are built into this particular ride vehicle. I don't think there's an equal to it.
Guys, there is a request from the audience, and actually Selby is saying, guys, please do a Tower of Terror live with Carlos.
I would love
thank you.
to. That
means I'd have to ride it.
I will buy you dinner. I'll buy you a tomahawk steak.
I won't be able to eat after that.
And it's funny, people ask if I would scream. I would do like, not even screaming.
He didn't even care for the Goofy's flying thing at Disney California Adventure.
It's not even like that though. It doesn't feel like a roller coaster. It doesn't.
It just feels like you're falling to your death.
But let's see. And I had a bad time when it was only 2 falls. Now it's random. Could be up to 5 or 4 or 5. Oh no! Come on, give me a break. No way.
I'll wait outside. Yeah. I'll go get a snack.
Let's see the A Factor ratings for this one.
And all I could rate on was the exterior or the queue. I've not seen any more than that.
Well, look, it's a classic.
It's beautiful. It's a
only because you rated it a 98.
No, but it's a classic. But it's a classic. You're right. It is a classic.
It is classic for that part.
Yeah, I didn't want my grade to spoil the whole thing, and that's good. I like it.
Kind of same.
It deserves. I just cannot ride. I cannot ride. And I would do once. I don't know if I can record that, but I'll do once. The only
we can do an audio recording though.
It's not.
I will buy a GoPro to slap it to Carlos's forehead for that entire attraction.
Audio. We can do an ambient audio. We could do a 3D ambient audio.
You're not gonna hear anything. You're gonna hear my nails clinching to the bar.
Or Jason, one or the other,
tearing through my skin,
and then no sound.
If you kill Carlos on this attraction with a massive heart attack, I'm not gonna forgive you.
No, and I have had no time even for that. Yeah. Okay. So that was Jason's number 1. Let's go to my number 1, and that's the good thing then when you pick up your top 3 first, because my number 1 is probably a lot of people's number 1, and it's when you talk about the vehicle, it is the people mover, and the main reason is not because of the ride of the experience itself, but it is a vehicle that I would love to see. It's spread around many different cities. It is an idea. It is a whole idea that we would love to see as an alternative of transportation in cities here, like in Miami or wherever you go. It would be great. And from my understanding, I know that LAX, the airport, is already installing people mover section there. Yes.
To take you to the Uber station.
It is between terminals.
That would be convenient.
Between terminals. So it is the whole idea. So that's why I wanted to pick as a number 1, because it is actually a nice alternative as a a vehicle for mass transportation.
I have to bring Peter Mino's comment back up. We'll all learn how to pray in Portuguese.
Learn what?
He says we'll all learn how to pray in Portuguese.
I think he's referring to the
Tower of Terror.
But that's the number one. And let's bring the A factor for People Mover. Actually, it is.
I can't believe how low you guys scored it. Actually.
Well, here's the thing with me on this one. I absolutely love this attraction, but when you look at the rest of our list, there's nothing all that unique about the attraction vehicle itself. It's just the sounds and the nostalgia and the fun of going through it. It's literally all you do is sit there and it rolls on the track. I love it.
It doesn't.
Fun,
it literally. It doesn't
not that
roll.
interesting.
It has a magnetic system.
There's still wheels there.
And Mark Sheffield is commenting here is linear induction.
It is.
Thank
But
you.
it still rolls.
Oh, it's nothing unique about linear induction. That was designed decades ago.
Yeah, but look what you're comparing it to, though. You're comparing it to modern marvels of engineering in the modern era.
Yeah.
I
But
love
it's-
it.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
And it's
It is
classic.
No, it is amazing. I think it totally deserves the rating of a classic attraction.
It does.
Yes, and the vehicle itself, the experience itself is amazing. And one thing I like to comment here, just so that I notice, Mark Sheffield, we cannot show here because the eCam doesn't show, but his profile image in Facebook is the Space Mountain Tunnel. And it has movement. It's always you can see that light it up. It's perfect. Okay, so that was our top trend. Mark Sheffield said, reverse proportional People Mover is great. It is another. So we have also the reverse propulsion,
Which we got to experience on Wednesday.
Yes. Selby saying, I would like to see a few surprises in the People Mover after the long refurbishment, but I love it anyway. And I think from what I've heard, is that the refurbishment was not to change the ride experience, but to change the way that they control the different vehicles to avoid collisions, a few collisions.
Almost like they needed a technology upgrade.
Yeah.
After how many years?
No, but it was not the vehicle technology. It was the control technology.
Yeah, it's a control. They
The
had these
vehicle-
cars bumping into each other.
The vehicle itself did not change anything there. So, and that's what I repeated to everybody. What they needed to change was the way that they control the ride flow. Yeah. So, I think it's. I love it that they did not change that much. I love it that they kept all the same songs. I love when I hear "If You Had Wings" theme there whenever you buy. Even yesterday, when was Jason was doing his live lunch break from the People Mover. Every time he passed by the "If You Had Wings" moment, it is always good.
You want to sing it?
If you had wings, you can do anything.
There it is.
Okay. Oh, let's see. So that was our top three. I love this top three. And I already tell you guys that the top three attraction vehicles. But I told you I always like when we go to the not technical, but those it is what we call the technical top threes. The experienced ones are really good too, but when we go there, I love it. The last one we did was the light effects, and I loved it. Carlos, that was worth the singing. That was worth the price of admission.
Well, it was free, so you got what you paid
cheap.
for.
Mark is saying, great top three, gentlemen. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
And improve the technology behind the scenes, but nostalgia of some of these rides are so important. Yes. Yes, I don't want to have that is really, and even with the new audiences, that works so fine. Still works so fine. It's favored even for the first timers there. It's not only the nostalgia. So I like that. let me show. But before we start, we end the top three. I like to show the A factor that you have to remember. When it's 90 to 100 is a classic, and when 80 to 89 is outstanding. Actually, we did not have any one of our options were below outstanding. So let me show how it was. And basically, we brought, we brought 7 classics and two outstanding, but they were pretty close to classics. And the top one, the very top one, is Radiator Sprint Racers. And you know one thing? It is fair, because for me, it is an amazing attraction.
I think it's fair.
Yeah, it's pretty fair. Yes, but it was really nice. Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, the only thing I have to say about the whole experience with the people mover and discussion is those little noises that we sometimes hear.
I was wondering when you
It's a
would
little clicky.
Yes.
say something about it.
Yeah, but you noticed too.
How could you not?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a telltale heart.
And even with the refurbished, they were doing that.
What is that sound?
Things that a year of experience will bring to you, because if you remember, it took something like 10 episodes for we to realize that we could do that, the whole sound thing.
It took me a while to get my dog to bark on cue like that too.
Yeah.
That took a lot of training.
But that's why 1 year is that experience. We're really good that we don't even have to rehearse anymore.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. Jason, can you explain about what's that sound?
Yes, I can. What's that sound? Your favorite, my favorite segment, even Collin Kendall's favorite segment here on After Hours, where we will play for you a little sound. I don't know what that sound is. A little sound from somewhere in Walt Disney World. And if it's ever anywhere outside of Walt Disney World, we'll tell you. Somewhere in Walt Disney World, your job is to tell us what that sound is, where it's coming from, where it may happen, when it may happen. As much detail as you can provide. Make sure you enter it in the comments. And you win a big picture of a puddle from Collin if you get it right. That's what I hear.
No, not really.
No,
And as this is one of the this is your favorite segment, let me ask everybody, don't forget to share. That's one thing I forgot to ask. We are almost in the end of the show.
Not the musician.
Yeah, but we share not share.
I think that's spelled differently.
You believe it? Don't forget to share. Don't forget to share. Share to everybody. Share to your groups and to
Don't forget Sunny.
Yeah, then share.
I'll be happy if you leave one of them out.
Let's go.
Collin's like,
Don't forget share.
I know who Sonny and Cher are. I'm not 12.
Okay, so let's go to the first sound in 1, 2, and 3. That would be so easy. That would
I
be
think so.
It is pretty. I think this is pretty
it's so
easy. If
easy.
I'm right.
So Patricia is saying shares likes to share. I got you, babe.
Aw.
Okay, so repeating
Not
the
creepy
sound
at all.
and again in 1, 2,
Only
and
a
3.
lot.
Okay, so Caleb has already started saying China Pavilion. Chris is saying Japan Pavilion. Kelly is saying China. Kelly Williamsbag is saying China, and Kelly Lawrence is saying Japan. Megan is saying China. Peter China.
That's Jason playing a recorder
Christine is saying good
in
night.
the 6th grade.
Jody is saying Japan. Japan from Wendy. Heather is saying Japan. Kelly's already between Japan and China. Let me play it again. 1, 2, and 3. So, what do you think?
Well, like Collin. Just
Carlos
Collin.
playing flute. Playing flute in the
it.
front porch.
He
Yeah.
does that
Can
on his
flute.
balcony.
Joe saying
Neighbors
UK.
throw peanuts at him. Gummy bears, lick them before they throw
Oh,
them.
UK.
just in
There,
case.
there is, there's some music in the UK pavilion
Yep.
where that they could. It's not,
It's not.
but
It's not.
It's a little similar.
So let's do the review, and everybody who said it was China got it right. Yep,
Yep, that's China.
that was the easy one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and the other ones will not be that easy. I think
Go
so.
all the way across the world to get that clip for you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's go for the number 2 in 1, 2, and 3.
Get a guess.
In 1, 2, and 3 again.
It's
Have I been to this place
mean-
a lot?
some things are mean, some things are. This could be really easy or it could be really tough for some
Difficult.
people.
Yeah.
And yeah, Colin, you should be able to get this for many reasons.
Grand Floridian, Hollywood Studios, Grand Floridian. Let's do it. Let's do it
Grand
again.
Floridian's a tease.
In 1, 2, in 1, 2, and 3. Jody's saying Raglan Road, and Mark Jones is saying Dahlia Lounge.
Oh, I like Dial Lounge. I like Raglan Road. I like Grand Floridian. Only one of you are close.
Yes.
Only one of you are close.
Michael Riley is saying Grand Destino Tower.
Could you be more specific?
Mark Sheffield is saying Riviera background music. Wendy is still figuring out, thinking.
Those saying Grand Floridian, though, I could see that. It's not right.
Yeah.
I don't think.
But
but I could see that.
Mark Jones is saying Beach Club. Lounge, it's what Patricia's
Like,
saying.
lounge.
Yeah. Rose and Crown Restaurant, Caleb saying. Megan also Dahlia Lounge. Should we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael got it right, basically.
It's the Grand Destino in Florida. But actually, Michael was the one who got it right.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Grand Destino.
Collin Kendall, ladies and gentlemen.
Wonderful. This is what you get. I should have known the specifics on this one.
And actually, by the time that I was pressing to do the review, Lisa also came with the same comment that is the Grand Destino lobby. Michael and Lisa, you got it right. Let's go to the third one in 1, 2, and 3. That's one.
I don't know whether this is going to be really easy or because it's
Honestly, I
well,
wasn't
I'm not
paying
gonna say
attention. Can you play it again?
In one,
Got
two,
distracted. My dog barked.
in 1, 2, and 3.
This one I don't know.
Colin needs his feet rubbed.
Valerie is
Just in
saying
case.
Carousel. Joe Logan,
Thanks for
Echo
volunteering.
Lake. Kelly Williams Bagby also says Carousel. It is.
Play it one more time. Anybody else hearing this only on one side?
Yes,
Is this the mono one? Okay.
it is mono. Yes.
Um,
Magic in the Cavalcade, Dumbo,
should I give him a hint?
Indiana Jones Stunt Show, Hollywood Studios.
Well, okay, so Indiana Jones Stunt Show is not correct, but it's sort of like Indiana Jones Stunt Show in a way. In that you actually wouldn't be able to hear this right now.
Would or wouldn't?
Would not be able to hear this right now.
Yeah, that makes my guess a little better than it was.
Again, I'll play it again in 1, 2, and 3.
Colin, do you have a guess on in terms of where this might be? Like
It's in Hollywood
park
Studios,
or
isn't
resort
it?
or- Is that your answer, or are you asking?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's not my answer, but it's a clarifying question. Yes, I'm taking all of Hollywood Studios.
It is not in Hollywood Studios.
So I thought this might have been the music over near the Beauty and the Beast and Phantasmic area, like that little section before it transitions over to Tower of Terror.
Nope.
But I think it's obviously it's different, but it has a similar feel to it.
No one got it right.
No one.
Caleb saying the Rocketeer team.
Maybe.
There's a that Caleb that could possibly be right.
I have to.
That
Google.
could that
I
could
can't place this very easily.
that can okay, so it's not in the context. Like
Yes.
contextually, you wouldn't know. You just have to know that that's the theme music. So where would that happen?
Hollywood Studios.
Carlene is saying Illuminations. Lisa getting violent saying Tomorrowland. Patricia is saying Teacups. I think we need to tell. I think we could tell that it's not in the Hollywood Studios,
It's not Hollywood Studios.
And
Like
Epcot?
I said that it is.
and that it's not in Magic Kingdom.
It's not Magic Kingdom.
Is it Epcot?
It's an Epcot.
It's an Epcot.
Okay, I have a guess then.
Okay.
I don't think it's
Do you want-
right, but
Do you want to hear it? Let's hear it. What's your guess?
Oh, someone
wanna-
got it.
oh.
Someone got it.
No, he's not. No. I mean, usually
Play it
I
one
wouldn't
more
be like
time.
that, but like no. I'm pulling a
try not
Colin
to
on
look at
this
the
one.
comments because I don't want to be.
Yeah. You want to hear it one more time, and then you're gonna say?
Yeah, I want to hear it again. Yeah.
Okay, you hear it one more time, and then.
I think I'm off though.
What do you think it
potentially
is?
poorly. I think this is over near Spaceship Earth, not Spaceship Earth, Mission Space somewhere.
Well,
But it doesn't fit the soundtrack.
Okay, I have to. We have a right answer here,
we do.
and it was Zach Brown. Fountain of Nations. Yes, buddy, it is the Fountain of Nations, and that we have the review here. That was a long video.
It was long. It was longer than I remember. So, Fountain of Nations, yes, you cannot see that anymore, obviously, because it's not there. It's not there. Wesley, I mean, people got it. Some people got it. One person got it. Here's the thing. What?
Our buddy Zach.
Yeah. Yeah, Zach. I'm just kidding. At first I was like, wait, does he have inside information about no,
Probably.
he didn't.
He didn't.
No, he didn't. So
That's why.
I
That's
feel
why.
bad for being like,
he kind of cheated.
So here's the thing. There's something important about what you just saw that I will talk about
Filmed
tomorrow.
on a Motorola Razr.
I will talk about tomorrow. A Motorola Razr would be advanced technology compared to what this was filmed on, and
Right when the dinosaurs stopped roaming.
and I will. I'll talk more about tomorrow.
But one comment here, because everybody's saying, "Oh, with this, we don't have the fountain anymore." But Selby brought something that is really right. Now we do have the Stargate fountain.
That's right.
Good one, sir.
Wet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's go.
Flailing octopus.
That was our what's that sound for this week? Really nice one. It's always good. And you could hear it better because we're not using our loopy doopy thing, so it's
That's
better.
true. Hey, I got 2 out of 3, and I got 3 out of 3 the week before last time we did
Yeah.
this. So
I know,
I'm
you're
getting
doing
better.
well.
It only took me a year.
Megan is asking. It was on your honeymoon.
That's kind of weird that you would think that, but I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say anything. Tomorrow. I will tell you more
Year
about
was
it tomorrow.
1996.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Buddies.
Maybe.
That was a really nice show. Let me see one thing. He's here. Oh, he's here. That's something I like to bring. I like to just remember everybody. Just a shout out to our friends in UK, and because they sometimes stay so late to watch us, and I like to remember that tomorrow we're gonna have the Waffers Assemble Live with the Great British Mickey Waffle. You can watch it in their YouTube channel. It's on the third Friday of every month, so don't miss that. And it is usually 3 p.m. our time, no?
Yes, 3 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern.
Yes. So our friends in UK, Claire, John, Ben, Sammy, they will be there, and the whole team there. So don't miss it. 3 p.m. Eastern time in their YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And Collin, what about you? Any special final words?
No, I'm just kidding. Just wanted to see what Carlos would do. No, I'm good today.
No.
Collin, I just want to say, I thought that your gather round on this past Monday was
It was a good one.
fantastic.
It was a good one.
It was
Long-winded as usual.
What's that
so
so
Jason, he's just
It
would
was-
not
it was
stop
re-
talking.
It was delightful.
It
was a delight.
It was the second best one
best.
the
best
second.
one, the best.
It was
The
the
best
second best one.
I give
It
you
was
the best.
It was the
I
second
agree, it's
best.
the best.
No, it was with the second best.
Bar
one.
none. I agree
You
with
just
you.
gotta take
Best.
one word out of it and pull it completely out of context, and it'll be all right. But yeah, so I will be doing the show Monday night. As far as I know, I need to find a guest for this week, but I have a few ideas in mind for some friends that are not so far away that might be willing to join us on Monday night. So that will be 8 o'clock live on Instagram only. Just go to @guide4ww. You'll get a notification when I do go live. So if you're following along, you'll automatically get the notification. You don't have to do anything extra as long as you're following the account. If you want to see last week's where I did bring this Jason guy on, it's in IGTV. If you want to watch that, you can watch it anytime you'd like. And I think I'm up to the 7th episode now, but it's 8 p.m. every single Monday night, only live on Instagram. While you're there, go ahead and follow the page. Who
Go
knew?
ahead.
What do you mean? Who
Well, I was
knew?
gonna say, who knew that? Who knew that number 6 was the new number 1?
No. Good try. Yeah, and the store is always up as usual at guide4ww.com/shop, where you can pick up some prints, maybe adding some more here in the not so distant future. I've been tossing that idea around. So if you're looking for something unique or looking for something special, go ahead and give me a shout and a message or email me, whatever you want to do, and we'll see if I can find something that you want to see added to the shop. So any suggestions are welcomed, and if you want to see something specific or have a project in mind, I'd be happy to reach out and make something special. So I'll keep it at that this week.
Buddy, Jason, your final words?
My final meal.
I'm gonna write it.
Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, a reminder, it is Fun Shirt Friday on our lunch break. I would love for you to come along with us. We will begin our journey in Kidani Village at the Animal Kingdom Lodge Resort. We're going to be at Kidani Village, touring the DVC Villa there, and then, time allowing, maybe wandering over to Jumbo House, take in that space there, and go view the animals in the savannah. It's going to be lovely. 12 p.m. Eastern, here with themagiclive.com. Also, a quick reminder that every weekday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, you can catch a moment of tranquility, of peace, recentering from a Disney space. It is at Instagram and on YouTube. You make sure you're following Here with the Magic on Instagram, or go to youtube.com/Here with the Magic, where you will find a brand new Morning Minute every morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. That's pretty much, I mean, there's so many other things I could talk about. I'm not going to talk about tomorrow, and I'll talk about the video tomorrow.
Oh,
Gotta have a snack because I gotta recover from that show that I did with Jason.
He's eating again.
One thing that I have to, and I caught it in me. I just pressed it. It was like that. and
Big Newton.
And one thing I have to tell, Jason, I heard it. I heard it through the grapevine. That
California raisins?
No, that next week.
That's a different grapevine.
Next week will be a special lunch break that is not going to be during the lunchtime.
Yes, I was going to talk all about it tomorrow.
Okay, but no.
Thunder Stealer?
And also, I've heard it through the grapevine that
Snooze, you'll lose.
That After Hours episode 50 will be live from location.
I heard that rumor too.
Let's
That's
see.
a long grapevine.
Yes.
I heard it's someone's not been tending to the weeds.
Well, so let me just say one thing that I would like to point out is just remember, you guys, that let me grab it here. What is it? Oh, it's right here. Oh, Ponto a Ponto Live. You can watch me live in Portuguese. I know it is in Portuguese, but every Tuesday at 8 p.m. I love to see you guys showing up. Actually, last Tuesday we had Mike O'Reilly was there, Jeremy Goff was there, Patricia was there, Tom McMillan was there, a bunch of our friends there. I love it, and I really appreciate that. Also, don't forget to follow us on YouTube, and our YouTube channel. You have many different content there, not only the long episodes but the short versions. I need to work in our short versions a little bit, but I will do it pretty soon. And just to remember, everybody, that is pretty important for us, that you share. You like the show, okay? Please share as much as possible with your groups, your colleagues, and that makes a lot of difference for us. In particular, if we want to see our community growing, increasing, and that's the chance that we have for you to spread the word around. Okay.
I think, you know what, I think a good share goal would be related to, we need to come up with something, but I think the prize could be maybe Carlos on Tower of Terror. I think
I do
possibly.
that. I do that. I will do that.
Think about this. Maybe we gotta think about this.
I'll wait at the bottom, so when you get off, I'll get a video of Carlos crawling off the attraction. That's your prize.
And
Or Splash Mountain.
and remember that we were talking about.
I will go on Splash
we were talking about meatloaf. I would do anything for Cher, and I will do that. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. It was a really fun show, buddies. Thank you. It was great. It's. I love to have guests with us, and we're always gonna have. But it's so good to have the three of us because, and particularly with the new system, with the new simple thing,
easier.
it is a lot of bit easier. It was
You
so
look
fun.
marvelous.
And you too.
Took
and
a
you
while
too.
for the
Oh,
tech
your
to know.
hair and your hair. Oh my gosh, your hair. And also we can hear.
It's all that sunscreen paying off.
Mr. Puddles.
That's
Guys.
a gross sound.
Guys, thank you very much, and we wish you a magical rest of the week. Enjoy in wherever you are, and don't forget that next week, pay attention. We're gonna have something special, and don't forget to share and to give your thumbs up for the video. Thank you very much, and we're gonna see you next week.
Good night, guys.
See ya.